This is maybe one of the best presents I've ever received in my life. That's no joke. I love this. Well, it's that time of the year once more when writers are faced with one of the toughest questions they're likely to encounter, and nothing to do with writing, nothing to do with structure or getting published. It's what to buy other writers as a gift. I know that Christmas is approaching, as well as a bunch of other holidays, so in that spirit, the team at Reedsy has updated their list of 60 great gifts for writers, and today they've picked a handful of them, sent them my way, gift wrapped, and I'm going to open them and blind react to them. So if you were looking for the chance to watch a grown man open presents, this is it. If you feel like taking part in the holiday spirit, make sure to like this video and smash the subscribe button for more great content like this going forward. So I'm going to do things the way I did when I was a kid at Christmas. I'm going to start with the lightest present and work my way up to heavier ones. This usually yields the best results, but sometimes you end up opening a pair of boots at the end, which is no fun. So this one, fairly small. Whoever's wrapped it has done it quite tightly. Aha! These are Muji 0.5mm gel ink pens. What do I know about these? Well, Muji is a lifestyle store. I know they sell all sorts of things, but they have a great stationery section. I went to an international school as a kid, and the one thing I always noticed about the Japanese kids in my class is they always had really fantastic stationery and really immaculate handwriting. I've got to assume that these are somehow related. Yeah, let's test them out. I'm gonna see. Oh, nice smooth action. Hello, world. Now, first thing you'll notice is I have absolutely terrible handwriting, but this pen is also really quite nice. It sort of fits nicely in the hand. There's a nice dark ink. As you can tell, I don't really have the vocab with which to review pens, but I would say that this is a nice pen. Now, I believe that these only retail for sort of a few dollars for a packet of 5, so if you're looking for something to stuff in a stocking or to give as a secret Santa, I reckon these are not a bad shout at all. Cool. Thank you, Santa. Present number 2, coming nicely in red. Let's see what this is. Aha! This is a personal library kit. There's no greater pleasure in sharing beloved books, but there is no crueler pain than losing them for good. Until the personal library kit. Fun. Cool. Well, let's try these out. See, these come with a set of sleeves, cards, a pencil, an ink pad, and of course, a rubber stamp. I'm going to try add this to my copy of Murakami's After Dark from the personal library of Martin. Cool, and then it looks like every time you want to lend it to someone, you just put in their name, the date, and their phone number. Then you keep this in your personal archive. In one sense, it's a little bit passive-aggressive. It's like putting it in there and saying, hey, cool, please feel free to read this book, but I'm really gonna need this back. It would remind me of the school libraries from my youth, where you'd open it up and then you can look through these and see who's read the book before you. So after you'd finished, a book by Stephen King, you'd see, oh, okay, this kid from my class also read this. And it would sort of reveal a little bit about your peers that you maybe didn't know before. So I really do quite like the nostalgia factor of this. It's maybe not for me because I don't know too many people I lend books to, and if I did, I probably would just let it go if they never brought it back. But yeah, I really do think it's pretty cool. Next up, what's small and booky? Could it be a small book? Are you there, God? It's me, Margarita, from the author of Tequila Mockingbird, which we have on our list. It is a book of literary-inspired cocktails. This is the sequel one. If there's two things I like as someone living here in the United Kingdom, it's good puns and day drinking. These ones all feature cocktails inspired by writers and books. Portrait of the Artist as a Drunk Man, after James Joyce. As I Lay Drinking, but after William Faulkner. Well, there's only one way to see if this is any good, and that is to try it out. Tender is the Nightcap, after F. Scott Fitzgerald. For this Riviera-worthy spritz, add 2 measures of Aperol to a sprig of rosemary and muddle tenderly. Splash 3 measures of Prosecco, top up with club soda, garnish with another sprig of rosemary, and drink up, old sport. This feels like something you'd only really get if you knew someone fairly well. If you didn't know whether they were teetotal or maybe didn't quite approve of alcohol, then this might not be for them, but for anyone who enjoys a good time and loves their books, I think this is a real fantastic shout. Okay, next up we have this nice, big, heavy one. What could it be? Oh, it is a mechanical keyboard. To give you an idea of my setup at home, I have here in my office a MacBook Pro. It's a great computer, but the one thing I really don't like about it is the keyboard. So for the longest time I've used these external keyboards, but nothing that actually has these old, wonderful, chunky, solid feels as this. There's a light up set of LEDs which you can customize to different colors. These little tools here that you can use to swap out keys, so whether you've got a PC or a Mac, or if you actually have a different configuration altogether for your keyboard, there's these extra keys here that will allow you to make those customizations. Really nice, 10 out of 10, heartily recommend. This is maybe one of the best presents I've ever received in my life. That's no joke. I love this. Okay, and that now brings us to one last present. What could it be? What could this gift be? But perhaps, oh my word, it is a voucher to How to Write a Novel, Reedsy's 3-month course on novel writing. Yes, this is a bit of a plug. This is probably on the more expensive side of the gifts you are likely to buy this holiday season, but it is entirely worth it. 3 months worth of lessons, weekly masterclasses from active writers, and just for viewers of this only, you can use the promo code MARTIN at checkout, and before the end of this year, you can get $250 off the price of this course or gift card. We've had this thing made so that as soon as you buy a gift card, you can print out this physical gift card and they can laminate it, or you can print it out yourself and put it in an envelope so that there's something for them to open on that special day. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel for more content. However you choose to celebrate it, I hope you do have a fantastic holiday season and that you come back early next year, recharged and ready to write some amazing stuff. Cheers, I'll see you soon.